There is a very specific type of exhaustion that hits you when you look at the bathroom door. For most people, a shower is a reward, a warm, relaxing reset button at the end of a long day. But for a select group, it feels like climbing Mount Everest without oxygen. If you have ever sat on the edge of your bed for 45 minutes, fully knowing you need to get in the water but finding yourself physically unable to stand up, you aren't just being gross. You are experiencing a breakdown in executive function. Let's talk about why getting clean feels so heavy. It's not about the water, it's about the transition. Psychologists refer to this as the friction of state change, going from dry to wet, from clothed to naked, from warm to cold. It is a sensory nightmare for the brain. The average person sees one task, take a shower. But your brain sees 20 steps. Find a towel, get undressed, adjust the temperature, tolerate the shock of the water, scrub, rinse, turn it off, shiver, dry off, put on lotion, find clothes. That isn't laziness. That is cognitive overload. And society doesn't help. We are sold this idea that hygiene is a moral virtue. The clean person aesthetic, the 10-step routine, the obsession with smelling like synthetic vanilla. But for people struggling with depression or ADHD, hygiene is usually the first ball dropped when juggling life. Why? Because it's high effort, low dopamine. You don't get a trophy for washing your hair. You just get wet hair. There is also a deeper, more primal element at play here: vulnerability. Stripping down and standing under a stream of water forces you to be present in your body. If you are someone who dissociates to survive, someone who lives entirely in their head to avoid feeling their feelings, the shower is a dangerous place. It's a sensory deprivation tank where the noise of the world stops and your internal thoughts get very, very loud. Avoiding the shower isn't about loving dirt, it's about avoiding that silence. It is a way to keep the armor on. But here is the reality check. If you are bargaining with yourself, using dry shampoo as a crutch, or waiting until the sensory discomfort of being dirty finally outweighs the dread of getting wet, you aren't broken. You are likely dealing with a brain that demands high stimulation and struggles with mundane maintenance. So, ask yourself, are you avoiding the hygiene or are you avoiding the transition? Because once you're in there, the water usually feels fine. It's the getting there that feels impossible. If you are watching this while procrastinating the shower you promised yourself you'd take an hour ago, hit subscribe. We talk about the things your brain does that nobody else understands. And if you want to know more about yourself and why you act in a certain way, click on the video next and you'll understand why.